Let's get a move on, ladies and gentlemen. So the trouble continues to mount for the Aam Aadmi Party. No respite there, and at multiple fronts they stand exposed. And whether or not will the people make them pay, we'll have to wait and watch. Or will they be able to come clean of all the charges against them, including the issue with respect to Swati Maliwal. Let's turn our focus away from Delhi. Battle for Bharat is on. Phase 5 has been polled. 2 more phases to go. And in the midst of some heated election campaigning, another storm is actually brewing in the state of Bengal, the ripples of which are being felt nationwide. Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee stirred a controversy by stating that institutions like Ramakrishna Mission and Bharat Sevashram Sangha were working under the influence of the BJP. She also alleged that entities like ISKCON are also working at the behest of the BJP. The Chief Minister targeted a prominent monk of the BSS, Kartik Maharaj, and blamed him for riots in Beldanga in Murshidabad during Ram Navami processions last month. The Chief Minister said the monk was earlier associated with the Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary and is now with the BJP. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while addressing a rally in Jhargram in Bengal, said that the Chief Minister was issuing threats against monks and condemned the vandalism at an ashram of the Ramakrishna Mission in the state's Jalpaiguri district on the 19th of May. PM Modi attacked the Trinamool for hurting religious faith of Hindus in Bengal. Let's have a look at the war of words, starting with Mamata Banerjee, Kartik Maharaj and Prime Minister Modi.
আসানসোলে একটা রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন আছে। আমি রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনকে কি হেল্প করিনি? সিপিএম যখন খাবার বন্ধ করে দিয়েছিল, দিল্লি থেকে নির্দেশ আসে, বলে বিজেপিকে ভোট দেওয়ার জন্য বলো। কেন করবে সাধু সন্তরা এই কাজ? কিন্তু রামকৃষ্ণ মিশনকে সবাই সম্মান করে, শ্রদ্ধা করে। ওদের কাছে একটা হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ আছে গ্রুপ, তো রামকৃষ্ণ মিশন ভোট দেয় না কোনোদিনও, এটা আমি জানি। তার আমি অন্যকে কেন ভোট দিতে বলবো?
মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী উনি যেটা বলেছিলেন, আমাকে প্রমাণ চেয়েছি আমি কোন জায়গায় আমি বলেছি, কোন বুথ থেকে আমি সেই কর্মীকে সরিয়ে দেওয়ার কথা বলেছি এবং সরিয়ে দেওয়া হয়েছে আমার কথায়। তিনি প্রমাণ দেবেন। আমার এখানে সমস্ত রাজনৈতিক দলের লোকের সঙ্গে আমার সম্পর্ক।
बंगाल की मुख्यमंत्री इस्कॉन वालों को, रामकृष्ण मिशन वालों को, भारत सेवाश्रम के सन्यासियों को खुले तौर पर धमका रही है, खुले मन से चेतावनी दे रही है। दुनिया भर में इन मिशन से जुड़े वाले लाखों अनुयायी आज पूरी दुनिया में रहते हैं। इतनी हिम्मत सिर्फ अपने वोट बैंक को खुश करने के लिए, उन्हें साधने के लिए टीएमसी इतने निचले स्तर पर उतर आई है। आपने अपने वोट की ताकत से ऐसी सजा देनी है, ऐसी सजा देनी है कि कभी वो हमारे संतों, महंतों, महापुरुषों का अपमान न कर सके।
Ajay Alok, national spokesperson of the BJP with us, Tausif Khan, advocate, political analyst who backs the Trinamool Congress with us, and Dr. Anand Ranganathan, scientist, author, political commentator with us. Namaste and Jai Hind to everybody. Thank you very, very much. Tausif Khan, what would you like to say? Kartik Maharaj has said, show me proof of your allegation or I demand an unconditional apology.
You see, Mamata Banerjee has raised a very pertinent question and a very specific question. She has not said anything about all the units of the organization, particularly Mr. Kartik Maharaj. And she has also said that there is WhatsApp group where they are asking people to vote for BJP. But they themselves never go out and vote. Ramakrishna Mission, as Mamata Banerjee herself said, that they do not go out and vote on the voting day. Then if they have to start campaigning, why this campaigning for only one specific party? And it is not only Mamata Banerjee, even the Bengal Congress president, who plays a role of opposition in Bengal, who is known as an anti-Mamata, has also said the same thing. He has also given a statement that Mr. Kartik Maharaj is involved and in campaigning for BJP, people to vote for BJP. And there are statements, it happens it may happen that, there may be no video recording of a statement said in a public rally. Who is he to ask for the evidence from the chief minister? Had it, he has a right. Anyone has a right to go and vote to any party they want. But wearing a hat of a monk, so appearing as a neutral person, politically or apolitical person, you are actively campaigning for one political party. That is where Mamata Banerjee has raised a question, and there's nothing wrong in it. If they want, if he want, he can. Mr. Kartik Maharaj can stand for the ticket. BJP will give him a ticket. He can stand for the election. But there are WhatsApp groups from where these campaignings and the BJP rhetorics and BJP's propagandas are, spread.
Ajay Alok, how do you respond to that?
First, I would like to remind Tausif that you don't fight a monk. Mamata Banerjee should have taken the lesson from Rohingyas. They fought with monk there. What happened to them? They are in the Mamata's rescue now. So you never fight a monk. See this pathological hatred towards saffron all across the Indi Gadbandhan, right from West Bengal to Kerala to Karnataka. I mean, it's something called pathological hatred. You can't help it. Mamata Banerjee gets burned the moment she sees saffron. Now, how can you blame Ramakrishna Mission Trust? You have already blamed earlier Lord Ram, now it's Ramakrishna Mission Trust, now it is Bharat Sevashram Trust. And where this gentleman comes from, Bharat Sevashram Trust, it lies in Murshidabad. And Mamata Banerjee is deaf for what? She doesn't listen to her MLA who says that we'll cut Hindus into pieces and their pieces will be thrown off in Ganga. She doesn't listen to that. But she thinks that the monk is actively campaigning for BJP. You are very sadly mistaken, Mr. Tausif. If this is the kind of appeasement politics you are going, and now you are just involving saints and monks into it, you are going to pay a price for it. There is no doubt about it. You are going to pay a price, and Mamata Banerjee is going to pay price. I mean, why doesn't she go and just change her religion if that irritates her so much, the saffron irritates her so much? You simply say so. But you cannot discriminate being a chief minister. On the basis of religion, you cannot discriminate that this monk is campaigning for BJP. Why doesn't she say that this mullah is campaigning for TMC? And you were mentioning Congress. You and Congress are fighting for the same vote bank. That is Muslim vote bank in the West Bengal. That's why he's also accusing a monk of Murshidabad that he's campaigning for BJP. No. We keep religion out of the politics. You're getting religion inside the politics. And that's why we keep on mentioning to the people that this is your secular chehra. This is not your secular chehra. This is your demeaned chehra. What you are actually.
You're saying keeping religion out.
For the policy of appeasement, you can go to any length.
I think you did not hear what you said. Your own party manifesto, when they say that we will build temple, and then you are saying that we keep religion out of politics.
My party manifesto very clearly says we will not discriminate on the basis of religion. Your Indi Gadbandhan says that we will empower Muslim board. We will not promote, we will not support majoritarianism. Your Indi Gadbandhan alliance says so, which you say that you will support. Now you are out of it, you will support it. But you won't be able to support it because you won't be able to support yourself. If this is your attitude,
if
this is your attitude, you don't believe in constitution.
You bring a law and discriminate on the basis of religion.
Do you agree or not? Tausif, do you
bring a law?
You
bring a law and discriminate on the ground of religion.
And for that you are targeting Hindus. You are targeting Hindu saints. Now you are targeting monks who doesn't have any relation to politics.
Any monk or
just
any
to keep
saint
your Muslim
has
vote
nothing
intact,
to do
it should
with
not
politics.
be taken by Congress.
No, if your monologue is over, may I also continue?
Who?
Any monk, any saint
it's not a monologue.
has nothing to do with religion.
Then why you are targeting a saint and a monk? Why you are targeting him?
You are saying
why you are targeting Bharatiya Seva Peeth? Tomorrow, if he is murdered by one of your moons, will you take responsibility? Tomorrow, if his security gets threatened and he is murdered during election time, do you take his responsibility?
Now,
because that's your attitude of your workers. You murder those who opposes you, whether it is Congress or BJP. You have been murdering people. That's a remark of Calcutta High Court. It's not my remark. You have been murdering people, those who oppose you, even after elections.
Calcutta High
People
Court
have fled the
has-
state
no.
and run to take the shelter in other states.
No, Calcutta High Court's ex-judge.
It's there for
who is
everyone
now
to see,
your
the whole country
candidate.
to see.
Arey Baba, let me
What
also
kind
say,
of
you will
mindset
only
you
say-
have? God
What
help
kind
West
of
Bengal.
mindset you have? Ajay Alok, if your
God help,
monologue is over,
God
let
help
me
West
also
Bengal
say.
if this kind of a Hitler Tana Shah, she has broken all the records.
You know
Just to
Abhijit
appease you
Ganguly?
guys,
Do you
30%.
know the name? You know Abhijit Ganguly? Do you know Abhijit Ganguly? He is your candidate in Bengal. Do you know? Do you know who he is? You have no knowledge.
So?
You have zero knowledge. Abhijit Ganguly is the ex-judge of
What
Calcutta.
difference does it make?
Do you know?
What difference does it make to your skin?
Wait. Have patience.
One of the
Have
judges who
patience.
retired yesterday also, he
Arey
also said
Baba,
that
have
I joined RSS in my childhood days.
Do you know
Does
Abhijit
it affect his
Ganguly has
judgments?
been reprimanded by censored
You want
by
me
the
to say
election commission?
does it affect his judgments?
Abhijit
Does
Ganguly has been
does
censored
this
by
affect his
election
judgments?
commission.
Don't change the goalpost.
Gentlemen,
Don't change
gentlemen,
the
we are
goalpost.
digressing
You are
from a
targeting
very
monks.
simple
Monks
question that I
against-
started with, to
This is
which
not acceptable.
Tausif Khan, you have not answered.
You are targeting Ramakrishna
There
Mission, which
is
is
the
not
chief
acceptable.
minister who's
You are
also the...
targeting Lord Ram, which
One
is
minute,
not
please yield
acceptable.
Ajay Alok.
Don't
I'm
change
just
the
saying,
goalpost.
from the very outset, I asked a simple question. The chief minister of the state, the star campaigner of the Trinamool Congress, the chief patron of the Trinamool Congress, the home minister of the state, standing and walking around, prowling around like a lioness there on that dais, made a claim that a monk who belongs to the Ramakrishna Mission was sending messages, and then she said that there are WhatsApp groups where they're openly appealing people to vote for a particular party. The monk turned around and said, tell me which voting booth, polling booth have I visited? Which counting center did I stand before and say this? And where is the message that quotes me saying something like this? Has that proof been presented? Can Ms. Mamata Banerjee, Ms. Mamata Bandyopadhyay actually turn around and shoot and scoot in this matter? It's the same Chief Minister, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, who just at the beginning ahead of these polls, ahead of phase 1, exhorted an entire group of people, Muslims, you better vote for me. Otherwise, what is going to happen?
Good evening, Anand, and good evening to my fellow panelists. Look, by claiming that some monks of the Ramakrishna Mission and ISKCON are BJP stooges, I think Ms. Mamata Banerjee has mainstreamed Hindu phobia, but worse than that, she has dog whistled. But you have to see her statement in a wider context, and Prime Minister is absolutely pat on correct. Because hatred for Hindus has been perfected into an art form by the TMC. It required the two strands, open discrimination against Hindus and open appeasement of Muslims, to be intertwined. And TMC has achieved it to an extent that now, Anand, it is impossible to disentangle the two. Let me explain. One can't go without the other. This is why it is important to deep dive. Remember how Didi recently warned Hindus to not venture in quote-unquote Muslim areas? Or her silence at TMC's Sheikh Alam boasting 4 Pakistan can be created if 30% Muslims come together? Or her silence at Havra violence in response to Nupur? Or giving ticket to Sayoni of condom over Shivling fame? Whether it be changing Ram Dhenu to Wrong Dhenu, opposing CAA, calling Batla encounter fake, appointing a Muslim on Tarkeshwar Temple Board, providing midday scheme meal, dining hall for only those schools having 70% or more minority students, curtailing the time duration traditionally permitted for Durga idol immersion to make way for Muharram procession, granting 2.6 crores of taxpayers' money to Furfura Sharif, promising to give land to imams for construction of houses, paying more than 30,000 imams, 2,500 per month, and over 15,000 muezzins, 1,500. This till blatant communal move was struck down by the High Court 8 years later. In the face of great uproar, she sanctioned a much lower stipend and much lesser number for Hindu priests. Muslims form 30% of Bengal population, Anand, but 66% of OBC groups in Bengal are Muslims. And when accused of Muslim appeasement, she had thundered, Jai Goru Doodh Dei Tar Latio Khete Hoy. If a cow gives milk, one has to be prepared for its kicks. Anand, fact is that if there is a party that has worked most for Muslims, it is the BJP. while our Muslim population is 14.2%, as many as 31.3% of homes under Awas Yojana, 33% of funds under Kisan Samman Nidhi, 36% beneficiary under Mudra Yojana have been Muslims. Housing, skilling, scholarships, government jobs. No other Prime Minister has comparatively done more for Muslims than Modi. Let us look very briefly at the condition of Muslims in a state that has never been ruled by BJP, Bengal. In Bengal, Muslims are poorer than any other India state. They have only figure for India is 22.1% according to the periodic labor force survey. Only 13% Bengali Muslims have regular salary job. 35% Bengali Muslims work as casual laborers. Figure for India is 24%. Muslims in Bengal earn 27 to 40% lower than Muslims in the rest of India. Muslims make up 30% of Bengal population, but only 7% of all university and college teachers in Bengal are Muslims. And if you discount madrasas, the figure is even more minuscule. Literacy rate for Muslims is 7% lower than state average. This after 40 years of rule by those who claim to work for them. Another example of discrimination is the Disturbed Areas Act, where a Muslim is forced to live in Muslim ghettos and not mix. And who brought this law? The Congress. But very briefly, Anand, just look at Muslims in Bengal, BJP ruled Gujarat. Their rural per capita income is higher than Hindus. They occupy same percentage of higher government posts as is their population share. This is from the Sacha report. Their literacy rate is 6% higher than national average. Just 10 seconds. Anand, it is time the Muslims realize that their victim is hurting their community the most, because a Bengali Muslim is worse off than an Indian Muslim, while a Gujarati Muslim is better off. So please disentangle this appeasement and Hindu phobia and address both. Otherwise, it will be the same thing over and over again.
Tausif Khan.
You see, Anand is very confused in his mind. He must first clarify all the welfare schemes which he is alleging that favors Muslim, which he is criticizing, that Mamata should not grant any welfare scheme or help the Muslim community in Bengal. And at the same breath, he is saying, same breath, at the same breath, he is quoting data and showing,
Let him say what he has to say, and then you counter him.
Then he is showing quotas, he's quoting data and showing that Muslims are so poor, Muslims are so downtrodden, and that Muslims really need help. And then he says, do not trust Mamata Banerjee. Whatever aid, whatever welfare scheme Mamata Banerjee is running, that cannot be trusted. She is using you as an appeasement for appeasement politics. But trust Modi ji. Bring Narendra Modi ji in power, and then Narendra Modi ji will give you same welfare scheme that they are getting from Mamata Banerjee. What sort of argument, what sort of logic is this? This will not help you attract Muslim vote.
I'll give you...
You are contradicting yourself.
Tausif Khan, as Anand Ranganathan
Again change your goalpost, Anand.
One minute, Ajay ji.
We are not talking of welfare schemes.
No, Ajay ji, coming back, 1 second. I just have a simple question, sir. Since 2011, Ms. Mamata Bandyopadhyay is in power in Bengal. 15 years already. Take your time, go to Google Namaha. Open up, tell me what was the state of Muslims in 2011 in Bengal. What is the state of Muslims in 2024 in Bengal? Please give me how much have things improved under Ms. Mamata Bandyopadhyay. Tausif Khan, since you wanted to call out Anand Ranganathan, I'm giving you time. Anand Ranganathan, respond.
Yeah, thank you. You know, Tausif is a very dear friend, but I hope you wouldn't mind. He went personal, so thereby I had only heard that law is an S. I never knew that lawyers are. You know, I gave 32 facts. Did Tausif, my good friend, even rebut one? And I am not against welfare schemes, but I am against appeasement. What was the reason for Mamata Banerjee to give salaries to muezzims and imams and not to Hindu priests until the High Court struck it down? After 8 years, she relented and she gave salaries to Hindu priests. This is the reason. Blatant appeasement. And I gave the data which Tausif had absolutely no answer for except get rattled. Is he disputing the periodic labor force?
The other thing, sir. The other thing, sir.
Anand is lying. Hindu priest also gets a stipend from the government, but he is not saying that.
Are,
He's saying that only
again, you
Muslim
are
and
being economical with the
Imam
truth.
and Muezzin. Now,
Tausif
Imam and
Khan, what
Muezzin
did he
gets
say?
it
He
from
said that the
Waqf
stipend is not
and
the same,
Waqf
sir.
properties are
There
Muslim
is no
properties where which has an
Tausif,
earning.
there is no parity there. Please, please don't. You know,
Waqf
one
board
panelist
has
is
a
questioning your
earning which they
intelligence
guess.
right now. Please don't make the viewer doubt it altogether. But time and again, he said that they are not. It's not on parity, and it came after 8 years, and the amount was not the same. That's what he's saying. Open, brazen appeasement. But sir, the dangerous game that is being played is fear mongering. The Home Minister of the state was the first one to fearmonger among the minorities or among the Muslims in Bengal ahead of the election. She was the first one to fearmonger. The second one, the Home Minister of the state, Mamata Banerjee herself, is the first one to say that there is no Ram in this state, whereas one of the Lok Sabha constituencies in Bengal is Sri Rampur. The third part, sir, she is the first one to turn around and said, I have done so much for Ramakrishna Mission. How dare one of them go and advocate for the BJP? Is that what you are going to turn around and say? That's the tone she used. So let's not forget what is coming out from the chief patron of the Trinamool Congress, the star campaigner of the Trinamool Congress. If this is not brazenly, openly, 1, appeasement, 2, communal, 3, drawing a clear partisan approach between one community and the other, then what else is it? Ajay Alok.
Let me come. Let us put the facts
Anand,
straight.
there's a very
I have
simple
put the
thing.
facts straight, sir.
Politicians
No,
are
you
there
have
to-
not. No, you have not.
Sir,
no, you have not. Give
sir,
me 1 minute. Give
Sir,
me 1
either.
minute. Give me 1
Sir,
minute.
1
I
minute.
need
Let
1
Ajay
minute.
Alok
Just
respond.
one-
No,
just
let
one
Ajay Alok respond, then I'll come to you. He's been patiently waiting for his turn. Yes.
Yeah, I want to say that politicians, whether chief minister or a prime minister or any minister, they are there to make reforms for the state, for the people. What kind of reforms you make, that determines your personality. Now, the kind of words Mamata Banerjee has chosen to speak in the last 3 or 4 years, and the kind of work she has done in the last 8 years as chief minister, it's a very clear-cut indication that what reforms she wants to bring in West Bengal. She wants to make it a radical state, which she is already successful. We have seen places like Sandesh Khali. We have seen her ministers talking about mini Pakistan and a lot of many other things. She cannot see Ram. And now she's openly threatening monks and priests that how dare they can go and talk about BJP has done so many things for them. If this is the kind of the reform a chief minister wants to make, that to turn a state into a radical state, well, people of Bengal have already realized it. And this is the most cruel face of Mamata Banerjee which is coming out. Like in the cases of Sandesh Khali, she keeps quiet, her government goes to the High Court.
Not just that, sir. She has
taken
taken...
that Jahangir Khan.
Yeah, please complete. Yeah, complete.
So she has done everything to make sure that West Bengal becomes a radical, communal and an Islamic state.
Well, has she done that? The jury is out on that. The voters will decide. But Tausif Khan, please tell me, has the Home Minister of the state of Bengal ever said, curbed the kind of proposition that is being made inside the mosque via the loudspeaker and on the Friday sermon? What kind of suggestion has been made? Has she not openly stood there on the dais on a public platform and said what is the kind of suggestion that should actually be made to the entire people community who are coming there for prayers, where actually it is not supposed to be, it is not allowed for you to make any other suggestion which is beyond spiritual. But the suggestion, has that been curbed? Can anybody come out and say not a single suggestion as such as this has been made? Not a single direction which is political has been made from a place of prayer? How is it that she has taken umbrage to one monk saying one thing in Murshidabad, sir? And that too from a public platform she is saying it, calling out. What is the intent there then? Had she said the same thing about a Muslim Maulvi or a Christian priest, what would have been your reaction? Forget her. Had Prime Minister Modi said that, what would have been your reaction? So how is it that it is okay for Mamata Banerjee to say whatever she wants, but somebody else should not say the same thing? And she can say whatever she wants about Hindus.
And I'll answer your question. First of all, my dear friend Anand Ranganathan, I didn't know those who call themselves scientists can also turn out to be ass until I met you. Now, I will first put the fact straight. You see, Waqf board has an earning from the property that were all Muslim property, and this is a fact which you are suppressing. This is a fact which you are suppressing.
Don't hate.
You are this is
Don't
a fact
Hindus.
you're suppressing. Okay.
Don't hate Hindus. I want to ask
Now
you, Tausif,
stop
do you
all this
condemn-
comedy. And Ranganathan,
do
please
you
stop all this
condemn-
comedy that you are doing.
Don't
Okay.
be rattled,
Let
don't
me.
be
I did
rattled.
not disturb
Don't
you.
hate
I
Hindus.
did not disturb you.
don't
Why
get
are you
personal.
disturbing me?
Why don't you answer
Anand,
this
I
question?
must
Why do you
come in
hate
and
Hindus
stop
so
him.
much?
Why I'm not getting. Give me uninterrupted 2 minutes. I need. अबे मेरे को 2 minutes uninterrupted.
Well, I've
time
got.
दे.
I
need
have
2
to.
minutes
I have to.
uninterrupted.
Have to.
Anand Ranganathan,
We will.
I
We
know
will
you are
take
active
this.
because
We
I
will
called you
take
a
this
scientist
debate
and an
forward with
I
the
know you are
assurance
an
that
ass
we
and
will
you're
take this
acting like
debate
an ass.
forward
You are
because it doesn't end
interrupting
here into midweek. Tausif Khan, Anand Ranganathan, we will take this debate forward into midweek. I thank you all. I request our guests who are staying on for the next debate. We're going to turn the attention from Bengal into Jammu and Kashmir, the Union Territory, where perhaps the biggest impact, ladies and gentlemen, of the abrogation of Article 370, where the claim was that if 370 goes, ballot will trump bullet. The numbers speak for themselves. But when the numbers speak, ladies and gentlemen, we'll tell you here at the CNN News 18 and Federal Bank Primetime Studios that those netas who said hum 370 layenge, today after the big voter turnout and saying, oh, it's not because of the abrogation. Really? Stay with us.